That's what I say, anyways. Country Roads Media is live. Lock up your daughters, lock up your mods. No word on that, Dustin. And yeah, what Jake said, when Blue Web feels like it, when he's good and ready, then he'll release it. And let's see, Puma is at the store. And I'm bringing a wagon back right now. It's empty. I don't have one full yet, so. And it's a nice 77 degrees Fahrenheit here in Mills County. Not too shabby. I kind of like that weather. Maybe just a little bit cooler. I like lower 70s. That's where I'm the most comfortable. Like just a little bit of chill. Like not necessarily sweater weather or sweatshirt weather, but I'm sure y'all know what I mean. There we go. Like if you're coming with the Puma. Ooh, here we go. I'll just do this. Wait, no, I won't do that. Never mind. What tractors? Versatile is, I don't know about the Massey here. I don't know if I ever put it in. My stuff is supposed to be in Group 1. I don't have the Puma in yet because I just bought it. Now that's in that group. Did you bring that Puma over? We'll have to go do that. Okay. I thought you said you were going to do that.
Well, I was going to, and then you're like, oh, I'll just do it. And I didn't even think about it.
Track on these.
Don't tell people that. They'll buy a Big Bud 747 and put on here.
Dang. Oh geez, yeah, let's do that. That actually did pretty. Be like Ben and put the 8RT on the merger. Oh, hey, on me.
Potato.
Man, my windows are so inconsistent. Okay. Once I talking about the game, I was like, oh shit, I got hay on the ground. Say that again. Thank you, sir. You can either hook that onto the empty, or, well, when I get the full wagon, or take it back. You can run that Massey on the full wagons, hauling them for me, or whatever. Need automatic on this thing. Wish this was full power shift. Breaking clutch. Dude, for this thing. There we go. Nope, there we don't go. Why is it doing that? God, I hate how it shifts ranges when I just want to shift gears. I don't know. Oh yeah, this tractor isn't. Anything that has ranges, I think, isn't configured. Stand to do that to this boom and just give her full power shift. I think it's just a power shift tractor. Yeah, that's it.
Which one?
Puma.
That Puma's a CVT.
Yes, I see that now. CVX.
Yeah, CVX, which is the new model naming for the CVT.
Yep. Wouldn't have guessed that. Hello, lag, my old friend. Yeah, I kind of like this setup here. A little bit better. This looks a little more proportional to the chopper than that Versatile did. I'm on an Endro right now. I think I'll meet you back up closer this way though. Sorry. What? I'm coming down. I'm facing south east, and I'm on an endro here, and I'm at 80%. So I'd say come back up the way you were, because I'm not going to make it that far. I don't think. I think we're on the same page now. I don't need my beacons on. Why did I have those on? There we go. And we're full. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's getting smooth now. Slick operation. Kinda like this. Yeah, definitely different from our usual chopping stuff. You don't even need 4 guys for it, so that makes it a lot better. I mean, I could even get along by myself, just fine. It'd go a little slower, obviously, but it's a little more manageable than chopping, trucking, and packing. No, Bryce, I don't think his mic is out. I'm gonna listen to my audio here quick and double check. I just checked right now, and everything sounds good on my stream. Yeah, I don't know, Bryce. Sounds good. Oh, he says fucking just got shut off. Wow. Okay. Sounds good. And hi there, Will. Glad you could join in for the stream today. And I was taking this to the Blue Harvestor silo. Whenever that's full, there's one of the regular ones, one of the stave silos. That's the word I was trying to think for, stave. One of those sitting right next to it. Kind of wanted to keep both of them, just for the hell of it. And things aren't too shabby, Will. Pretty good day today. Maybe tonight I'll be going to town, and there's a Pioneer Days festival thing in a town called White. I live around that area, and just gonna check that out and see what it has to offer. The parade and stuff was this morning, but I think if I'm correct, they might have a car show. I know there's going to be some good food from what I hear, probably some music and different small sporting events. I think I heard some about beach volleyball. I know there's some golfing yesterday. Just curious to see what we all got going for that. Things not all right on your end? Huh. That's weird. And everything, you're not muted on OBS? Is your microphone detected in, let's see here, settings, output, no, audio. Mic auxiliary audio device. And that it's selected and everything? What the heck? No, mine's at the default one's detecting mine. Now, what are you doing now?
Hey guys, sorry about that. Well, since I use push to talk all the time, I had to switch it a while ago when we were messing with the shaders mod, since it used the scroll lock button. And then for other games, F9 was messing other stuff up because I had it set to F9, and so I set it back to scroll lock, but I didn't put OBS back.
I gotcha. And I just figured out why my beacons came on. That one mod we have, the Combine extension or whatever that.
Oh, Combine signals.
That overflows to the chopper?
Yeah, chopper's got it.
Or that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they came on when I hit 80%. Not that they would do that in real life, but I still think that's pretty cool. Oh, I missed a little bit. Chopper. I'm sure you could set it up to do it on the tractor.
Chopper, I barely know her.
Wow, Dusty, you've been hanging around me for too long.
Hey, Will. And Bryce, and Wolf, and everybody else that said hey, and I said hey too earlier, but of course you didn't hear me. Caleb.
I just love that.
Yeah. What I need to do, or what I'm going to do, is set up profiles for different games. And that way it uses hotkeys for those profiles, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Oh, different scenes in OBS, or?
Well, you can actually do profiles within OBS.
Oh, okay.
Are those mods on Dropbox? Not Dropbox, Mediafire?
No.
No, I have not done that yet.
I hate to give.
You have a login though, right?
I don't have the server login.
Should I just give him my credentials?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
You misusing your powers.
I won't.
I'll go ahead and create him one.
Right now?
No, later.
Okay.
Since you're doing that.
Yeah.
Ohio, sounds like you just need to take the mouse and find the grab bars and drag it down. That, or you might be able to do a window reset.
Circuit. Gonna get it? Nope, not even on the first try. Dang it. Yeah, I kind of got that in a bad position for you, Dusty. I'll have to get this thing out of the way, I think. Well, Matt, I guess I'll definitely have to check it out since it was good last year. I guess that doesn't necessarily mean it's good this year, but so just have to find out for myself. Nice, Bryce. It's gonna be a big monitor. You see every little detail, every pixel there right in front of you.
What did Bryce say?
Hooked his computer up to a 72-inch TV.
TVs are nice until you start getting into something with where latency matters.
Yeah, it's gotta be fine for farm stuff for sure.
Yeah, I've done it.
If I didn't rely on my steering wheel and joystick so much, I'd probably do that. I've got my keyboard and mouse out there and call it good. All of this shit is intense. Still using Kuma you did at like the beginning of the game, LMB.
Yeah.
Still not too shabby. Just need to get gearbox configured in her and good to go. Do you know how full that hardware store is getting?
No, but I can look.
That would be swell.
Well, from what I know, if you don't head the grass and you leave it as grass windrows and it rains on you, you lose it.
I think any windrow.
Oh. Will's asking on my side why we headed instead of just raked and chopped it.
I have the answer for that. Kind of. I can never get the exact words out right, but I tedded it because it lets us chop this dry grass. And then we can proceed to bale anything we don't chop and get hay out of it, whereas if we left it as grass, I'd have to go in and rake everything and then ted what's left after I chopped, and I kind of just wanted to do it in one big go. And right now I have a rake that teds at the same time we rake, so kind of kills two birds with one stone, so I just thought, why don't we just do it like that and call it good.
Blue one's full.
And you still have some left in that miller?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, just go to the next one. I'll just do a couple more trailer loads, and then I'll bale the rest of it. As was the plan. I want to do a couple round bales. Probably just do the rest of this field as rounds so I can use the new bale spears I did. Just for the hell of it, and then I think everything else. I'm not a big fan of the round bales, but just want to get some change and then do the rest as the nice big squares. Yeah, it's a good thing it limits me at 6 miles an hour. I'd be going up a little too fast and waiting a lot more. Alright, how to bring back this one load, and then I'll fill up that trailer that you're bringing back and we'll be good.
Okay.
So, yes, no need to bring this one I've got back when you're done unloading it. Or heck, yeah, no need to come back at all, just haul it all back together.
Whatever YouTube has Giants put out.
Say that worked out perfect. Yeah, Matt, having a second monitor to see more stuff is nice. I wish I had just one more for some of the streaming stuff. I've been using my laptop, but the last couple streams I just keep forgetting to. And I access my third monitor. You get a screenshot of this before I finish up.
I'll turn my desktop volume down here in just a minute.
Oh, that's not a bad shot there with the plane in the background. Alright, that'll do. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it when I screenshot. I noticed my bit rate goes down when I screenshot stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. adjust the bit rate.
Alright, well, I turned my desktop sound down just a little. See how that works for you.
That should be helpful. And yeah, Matt, I think those screenshots will be going on Facebook. No doubt edited a little bit, of course. Just a wee bit. It's nice having shader mod. I don't do half as much editing as I used to do. Just little touch-ups here and there. I guess one thing about the Combine Signals mod is I can have all my heads-up display off, and it'll tell me when I'm getting close to full. I guess I can't always look in the chopper box, but I can get that exact notification. 80%, there we are. No heads-up display, and I know that. Wonderful. I think even if I don't get full by the end, I'll just call her good. I think even if I don't get full by the end, I'll just call her good. Let's see where we ended up. 98%. That'll do. Even if I don't get full by the end, I'll just call her good. Let's see where we ended up. 98%. That'll do. Let's take her on back now.
So this one might be full too already?
That was a smaller one. I may have to place another small one.
Oh. So it's half the size, so...
Yeah, the Harvestor model must not be as tall as I thought when I looked at it in there, but... Because they're the same height.
Yeah, must...
I may have to edit that a bit. No big deal.
I bet the Harvestor needs to be taller like the other static ones that Blue Web put in here.
Yeah, or do it the other way. Have the stage silo be the tall one and put the Harvestor on the small one. Or just edit my capacities a bit, because I feel like those didn't hold as much as they should have. But I am no expert in such matters. Then again, maybe they did. I mean, these wagons aren't that small.
Damn it. Can you move stuff?
What's that?
When you place it. You can't move it, can you?
Got it in a bad spot there. Oh, I think, why don't I just go?
Yeah, I was trying to move around because I've seen like how you like move it, like, or you can move your camera.
Oh.
And it clicked on it instead of, yeah, it was, I mean, it's all my fault.
Copy that. No, I'll just leave that there for now.
Okay, yeah, let's get them empty first.
I think this will fit in that shed. Will it? Nope, it won't. I guess this chopper's gonna be sitting outside. And yeah, Matt, we do each have our own farm and own fields on this map. Dustin's just helping me out with a little bit of silage here. He's got the big operation with Brooks. Just really want to have that on. Ryan, I didn't edit or convert this mod myself. I got it from CWJ and Joe. So I don't know how they got that to work. Alrighty. That will do.
Gonna bale your stuff.
What's that?
You're gonna do some baling.
Yeah. Break out round baler. I think then once we get the rest of the grass ready to cut, then we'll do some squares. Just a little bit of round bales won't hurt nobody. Even though they are small. And why not just use the Kuma for this as well? Seems like a good size for that. Another little bit of overpowered, but fine and dandy, I'd say. One sec, guys. I am gonna quick check to see if I can get face track I'm working on right here. And Matt, right now this season we're only doing a corn and bean rotation. Next time around I want to do a little bit of Milo. Bit of that in there for the mix, and we do a little bit of silage from that. Because why not? Something a little different we haven't done before. Oops. Shouldn't have left her without making sure it was on auto hold. Alright, lag, that's enough of that. Oh, you're in a T5 there. Using that. Oh, what are you? It says you're swathing. Is that raking? I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, I'm raking.
Okay.
It is kind of cute, isn't it, Joe? T5's not too bad.
No, I like that. We ran the case version of that at my old job. I like them.
Yeah, I think I like the case version a little better than the New Holland, but
yeah, the Farmall series is what that's under.
Yep.
I like that. I like those.
We had an older before they went Farmall, the JX90.
Yeah. Yep.
That was our around the yard tractor. Had a loader, and then we ran the auger with it. Bush hog.
Yeah, we had a JX there as well. I think it was a JX. It was something around like that. Yeah, I like those little case rigs.
I was trying to keep it all older equipment, but I gave the viewers like, what do you want me to run on the rake? And they're like, buy a new tractor. And I'm like, okay, which one? And so I gave them like 3 options, and this was the top vote.
Yeah, not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's do some baling. Oh my god, this frickin' shifting on me is grinding my gears. Huh, grinding my gears. Good one, random.
Literally grinding your gears.
Yep. What is our button for that? Oh, Y. I was hitting O. I think it was O and 15 was what unloaded the baler. Maybe I'm just going to have to switch this to regular instead of using gearbox. That's kind of annoying.
Well, shoot, I don't have my screen up, and I didn't see who subbed.
Let's see,
You're going to lose some sound, guys, but give me a second.
I'm going to get a button set up for this baler, so I can hit unload on my joystick. There we go. That'll make that easy. Thanks, Joe. It is a cute baler. It looks like he's in both of the screens. He's calling everything cute. And yeah, I guess they don't use full-size bales in Europe. Just like the little things there. Look at those small-time operations. I've seen a couple, well actually only one. It was a small, I think it was a Vermeer baler, and it did these small bales. It was out of Derry to the northeast, about 10 miles where I work.
Okay.
And it had a whole big ass just stack of these little round bales. And they're all wrapped too. Not completely wrapped, just the outsides were wrapped in that plastic wrap instead of net wrap. Oopsies.
Lucky Cat, the map is awesome. Blue Web did an awesome job on it.
Indeed. Yeah, bigger baler would be nice. I'm unloading every couple hundred feet here.
Have a lot of bales with that.
Yeah, maybe I'll be switching to squares here. How's that mast work for you?
It works alright.
Yeah.
I want a new baler, so that's what I picked. Dylan was playing with that old New Holland though, and it sounds like it might be pretty cool to play with that.
Yeah, maybe we can steal that from his mods folder.
Maybe.
I might have a thing for him. See what he thinks. Man, it doesn't take long for these bales to get wrapped with the netting. You can unload this thing immediately when it's full. That's just hashtag realism.
Well, don't go cheap. Buy as much as you can afford.
Listen to Dusty, he's smart.
Lucky Cat, thanks for the sub.
Jake, wish I had something to trade for Jill. That would be ideal. But I'm not a modder. Shit, I'm not a Bale counter on. Was that causing problems with the game or something?
Yeah, I think it was. Matt was saying something, so he was on one night, and I'm like, so I gave him an account, and he's disabled it, or maybe I disabled it for him, I don't remember.
Yeah, I just noticed it sitting in the deactivated section, and I thought it was probably there for a reason. So
I think it was throwing Lua errors, and that's what maybe causing some of our issues somewhere.
Okay. I'll just leave that at some point then.
Well, a 1060 is a good card.
Yeah, I mean they're not even the best ones, but they're still good. Like that's relatively budget. Where you go if you're budgeting a bit. Is there a 1050 as well?
I believe so. I mean, you're getting into your cheaper end, though. I mean, like I say, you buy what you can afford. Don't buy cheap because you want to buy cheap and not spend the money.
Well, even though I heard even 1050s, they're not bad. And if you're doing this for FS.
I mean, FS is pretty easy on graphics. Unless you're trying to stream or do something like that, you don't need all the horsepower.
Yeah, I'd say just the RAM and video RAM is kind of what's something you want to be keeping in mind.
Yeah, what Jake said. Looks like I'm gonna catch up to my tedder.
Oh shit.
Oh, I could just go buy the same rake you got now.
Yeah, hell, you should. Definitely save some time. I'm not sure quite what that refers to in seasons ago. I would have figured it would be January, but I really don't know much about seasons. You may want to consult your season's doctor. They may be able to diagnose that.
Well, if you're just playing with your dad online, you know, yeah, 1050, 1060 is going to be plenty for you.
Oh, these guys are saying March. There you go, Joe. There you go. I guess, now I think about it, that is when it started us off at. In spring. Started off in spring, not winter.
Huh. Guess I have a key mixed up.
Damn it, Dusty.
Right? Can't ever have anything nice around here.
No, you can't. Not with this BS. Oliver says, trying to type one-handed sucks. Well, I probably don't want to know what you're using that other hand for.
True story. What's up, FaZe? How you doing?
FaZe.
LMB bought the largest tedder there is for a small hay operation.
Yeah, I saw that's what you were using there. I used the medium one. I thought that was sufficient. I think that does 5, well, with the standard mowers it does 5 windrows width, and the rake does 3. I think for your windrows, the tedder would get 5, and your rake should get 2, or 3 and 2. No, wrong. I'm confusing.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with my tedder guy because he's not even going with the windrows.
What were you using to cut that hay? Was it a Massey? I think maybe he got a call. Thought I heard some sort of ringtone. I love having full Baylor beep around those turns. We're gonna have a lot of tiny bales here. A few words though, we could have had a lot higher yielding hay. I'm pretty sure we will just be sticking with the squares. I always make this mistake. I think Blue Up definitely did edit the terrain around here. becomes a little bit more varied. Like we didn't go too far for that fail. Oh, I guess we did go the normal distance we have then. Oliver, we were using the Massey chopper. Came with that Massey pack on FSUK. If you go back, if you watch some of our video, you can see us using that. And this will be posted later if you don't want to rewind right now. You can always go back at a later time and watch when we were chopping it. I guess that's what we're using for the hay. I'm not sure what I want to do for corn yet. If I want to do a small Massey chopper or get a Kloss, it'll probably be the 960 small header. But that all depends on if we can get a good sized crew on here for that. At least 2 trucks and a packer. Farm Hospital, I didn't do any editing to the chopper to get it to go into those boxes at all. Just worked for me. Excuse me. Alright, onward and upward with our baling. And like Joe was saying before in his streams and stuff, that chopper box is definitely out of scale. Might have to adjust that. I kind of want to just rework that whole thing. That'd be kind of a fun little project. A new spec, new AO and everything. Maybe fix some of the issues along the way. Rescale it. That'd just be a fun little project, but I need to actually find time to do it. Been mostly just in a playing mood recently. Just kind of play the game, and maybe when it comes time to mod stuff, I'll work on the map some more, finish the pickup I was working on, and that's that chopper box and the tractor I wanted to do as well. You just popped in. Is that LMB again?
Rescale what?
The Miller chopper box we got.
Oh.
It's too big.
What's a 2 gig?
The chopper box is too big.
Oh.
And Caden, I was using that versatile on that chopper because I wanted to.
Nothing like driving an open station back to the store to get a new rake.
Feel that wind in your hair. Hell
That's
yeah.
right. It's like a convertible, only louder.
A little more powerful.
I don't know, 90 horses isn't much power.
Well, that's true. Probably do a little more work with that than like a convertible car, though.
Oh, definitely.
torque scale's a little bit off. Yeah, I'd like to see you, I'm sure you could pull a tugger just fine with a car. Gotta have some way to run the PTO, but just maybe have that wheel driven.
Generator or something. Or not a generator. Well, yeah, I guess essentially a generator. Gas motor of some sort.
I'm sure you could just do it. Have a wheel that goes on the ground that runs some gears that goes to it.
Well, that's the old school rake, right? That was all wheel driven.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, I missed what he said because of my chat delay. Someone, San STX, said something, but Nightbot got him.
Damn, Nightbot.
Doing your job.
I was looking in there one night, and I don't know. Well, I guess that was a blacklisted word he used, but with the other stuff, I didn't see any way to adjust the leniency on it. I just think it's one thing and done regarding spam and stuff.
It depends, because there's something there I saw, which I've adjusted, but I'm not exactly sure it's working, is like the amount of emoticons that you can put in before it's considered spam.
Oh.
It's like 4.
Yeah, and I upped it to like 10 or 11, and I'm not sure it actually has worked.
Yeah, my stuff isn't working like it should either. My chat doesn't show up. I don't know about my other notifications, but I'm just having issues. I think I'm just going to reinstall OBS and see if that fixes it, because I updated it, and that's when I started having issues, when I updated OBS. I saw what he wrote that time.
Somebody was unhappy.
No, somebody does not like Nightbot, and Nightbot doesn't like them.
Nightbot's like, well, screw you, dude.
Well, that's pretty much what he said to Nightbot, essentially.
So is the Tedder the mod? Yeah, it's the mod Tedder, right?
Yep, it's under Tedders in there.
And like an idiot, I sold my tractor.
Nice going, man.
Right? Figures.
Classic Dusty. That's why we can't have nice things. All right, almost done with this nice field here. This was an all right size for that little bit of chopping and this little bit of baling. Just decent. I'm hitting the wrong thing. That's what I did when I first started baling this summer. Was I kept hitting the hydraulics to lift the pickup instead of opening the door. I keep doing that here too. Too far. Thought I was gonna make it to the end there. So much for that, I guess.
You have all that baled already?
3 more windrows. Short windrows, too.
Hello, Miles. At least I think that's how you pronounce your name.
Kind of said that a little eerily, too. He was like, hello, Miles.
Hello, Miles.
Okay, now we're just getting creepy. The line has been drawn, and you crossed it. We are beyond our creepiness threshold for the day.
Okay.
Alan B agrees.
you getting things downloaded there, Alan?
Check Facebook.
What the heck? Oh shit. Coming in hot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, and Blue Web said that the lifts in some of the shops are liftable, usable.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. We're gonna have to put a Ford up on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes Dusty. Oh, he's making that turn. Darn.
Are you wanting your tractor? Or are you taking pictures?
Pictures.
Okay.
I pushed glance the wrong direction, so I had to keep backing up because I had to let the menu reload.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
So what are we doing with the rest of this field over here?
Where are you?
24.
This rake will rake and ted it at the same time, so we're gonna save us a step.
Okay. I was just wondering, are we bailing it or what?
Yeah, might as well.
Shit.
Then we'll either sell it to random or sell it off.
I'll just buy it and then sell it to someone else for even more.
Hey. Monopoly right there, baby.
Bingo.
So you're gonna go pretend you're a broker. They're getting all creative on us.
Exactly. Oh, geez, that was so close. 98% and no more hay.
Sounds like a problem.
Let's say. Oh shit, we got eggs.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed that they removed the Bible chickens. I mean, they were mostly useless because it didn't refresh fast enough when you started buying too many, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't think I ever messed with them, ever.
I don't normally, but I'm here.
Might as well get some farm fresh eggs.
And this is the problem with Europe right here. They use such a small tractor, and then they put steerable wheels on the back of their rakes. So the guy in the rake never has to be considerate of the guy with the bigger tractor at the baler.
Nope. It's just how things are.
Not saying that Dusty did a bad job raking, but there's a couple spots where it gets a little tight because of that little T5 he was using. Turning on a dime.
Just gonna have to adapt.
I am. I'm up against a fence line with duals on.
There you go. You got it all figured out.
Probably shouldn't have duals on that tractor for baling either.
Well,
yeah. Oh shoot, did I think I did update those, never mind. They're just loading partway into the ground. There they are. Not too shabby. Let's go move some bales around.
What are you moving bales with?
Got my payloader and my bale spears. The random manufacturing bale spears, that's it.
the ones with an error?
They have an error?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the file size too big?
I don't think so, but there's an error when you go onto the server site. They're in yellow.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. CD. EDS texture file too big. Oh, and I have a PNG if I need to convert.
A+.
That's easy enough.
I wonder which side of AGCO actually designed this baler in reality.
The European side?
Well, obviously, because it is European and they modified it a little bit. Black Sheep modified it so it still used default Bales, even though it is a 3x3 in reality. But I'm trying to figure out, because it's the same basic era as the big Hestons over here.
I was gonna say, it reminds me of a Heston. Just visually.
But it's substantially smaller.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean Heston didn't make it, though. But I don't know for sure. I have to do some research. But I looked at it and I just immediately thought Heston.
I'm wondering if Heston designed it using a scaled down version of the 4900, but they built them over in England. I know that they're European, but I'm wondering if the Americans were the ones who actually designed it.
Hell if I know. Yeah, these bales are a little too small for my spears. And my spears are too big for the bales. Shit.
That's what she said.
Oh, damn. Funny guy over here.
Yes, Farmer Skittle, they still make roll-bar rigs. And the only thing that's changed since they originally designed them is maybe wear item improvements and the paint color and decals. I was looking at them versus the old one.
Oh, yeah.
And it's even the same tires.
Oh, yeah. Not the thing has changed.
I retextured the small farming pack one into it 2016.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
It wasn't.
Just get on the spear. There we go.
Man, my chat's awfully quiet tonight.
Yeah, it's getting there. Mine's slowed down a bit as well.
They all must be hungover or something from last night.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, could be. Friday night means party night.
Farmer Brand, how you doing? Welcome from Twitch.
And Oliver, yes, I am using a wheel.
What are you doing over here, there?
I was getting myself a headland so I wasn't smashing the windrow.
Oh, he's trying to be smart here.
A little bit.
Doesn't always work, but when it does, it's just freaking amazing.
Something like that.
So whose idea was it to mow this one direction and then rake it the other?
Yours.
No, I didn't start tedding and raking.
I didn't run the rake.
Oliver, I think I got my money's worth out of the wheel.
When I was in here, I just set my GPS on everything so it was perfect north-south. And then this other stuff's on an angle, so I don't know.
What kind of operation are you guys running over there?
Right?
I mean, when you start making me look good, that's how you know you got a problem.
Oh, I'll blame it on Matt.
I blame Eric.
There you go, blame it on that.
Eric was never here helping us. He said he was gonna, but he never got on.
This is true.
Typical.
Because I never updated the mods on MediaFire.
Yeah, well.
And Oliver, I like I said, I think I got my money's worth out of this wheel. It's the Thrustmaster T150. It's not as expensive as a lot of those out in the market. So if you're looking for something a little more budget, I say this is the way to go. And it does come with some extras as well if you want to buy trading pedals with the clutch. It doesn't come with those, but you can buy those if you want to, and they work just fine. From Thrustmaster, of course. And I think you can get an H shifter as well. And JJS Productions, this Bale Spirit is not released yet. However, I do intend on releasing it at some point in time. Seems to be working pretty well. It's a lot easier doing this with the payloader when you have a wheel. Imagine lining these bales up side by side would be a little tough just on keyboard. Proving to be just a little bit challenging with the wheel yet. I know Dylan didn't like doing it with the keyboard. Bale's definitely act a bit different in the game. That's for damn sure. Hello, lag. What is going on here? Heck. My ping is a little bit higher than usual. Oh, now it's back to normal. Okay. Okay. You know, I don't mind picking up bales as much as I don't mind it. What am I trying to say here? I used to hate it, now I don't mind it. That's what I want to say. Words are hard. I think the last time I tried doing this, I was stacking bales in real life. And I think that was just too much.
I was gonna say, what makes you hate it?
When you have to do, oh geez, I don't even know how many acres I did, but I was doing several quarters of cornstalk bales last fall, and in a skid steer no less, and that was just too much.
Fun.
Yeah, let's call it that. I actually think it's probably all these bales sitting around that's causing my lag, I would assume. And again, I'm no expert in such things. I'm not an expert in anything. Jack of all trades, but master of none. Oh shit. Frickin' lag almost made a mess here. And yes, I'm not blaming it on the lag. grab both of these bales, please? Please? Thank you. I think I'd like to make these bale spears dyeable. Maybe have like a black, white, and gray variant, or probably not white, but black and gray.
How about purple?
That'd go good with these.
Why didn't you do it already?
I'm thinking of my logo color here. It's that turquoise blue, that light blue color, and I think that looks good on black and gray. Do well already on the.
Make it dyeable. It's really not that hard.
Because I didn't think of it at the time. I thought I just wanted gray, but now I think black would look pretty sweet. I think I need to. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't. Probably don't even need to edit any of my textures.
You just have to make the main diffuse white.
Okay, then I have to make a new diffuse, but
on the paintable sections.
Yes.
Did you get retarded and put the AO on the diffuse even though it's 2017?
No, it's in my spec.
Then why do you have to create a whole new diffuse?
I do it the way Tech showed me how to do it. I wouldn't have to make a new diffuse. I just have to edit it.
Exactly.
Did I say I was going to make a new one?
Yes.
I meant to edit it. I could make a new one. It would be just as easy as editing the one I have now. Actually, it might even be easier.
This rake's a lifesaver.
Isn't it? Nah. Keep the long and pat on the back. I'm sure he's never gotten one before.
Get this done and move on to something else.
About dang time. Oh shoot, we need to keep in mind before we fast forward, I need to make sure these bales get, all of our bales for that matter, get under some protection. Actually, wait, no. Grass bales are the ones that disappear, not hay bales. I need to reread what goes on with hay bales and weather.
But stack fire.
Wait, what?
Wet hay. Fire.
Okay, well, I missed what you had said first time around.
You said, well, the bales disappeared, you were going on about that. And so I said, but stack fire. Because wet hay, if you don't deal with it properly and just throw it in a stack with everything else, is going to create a good old fire.
Yeah. I thought that was just when you baled it when it was too wet.
Yeah.
We baled it when it was dry. I'm just talking about when it gets rained on. Bales getting rained on, not the windrow.
Hey, Trent.
That would be funny, though.
You still sitting on the tractor?
says brass bales will rot and disappear after 2 days unless they are wrapped, so that they become salvage bales. Wrapped bales do not. What is it? Hay and straw bales exposed to rain and start to rot. Okay. Yep, that's what I need to know. Keep them in a place that has the snow mask, so doesn't necessarily mean covered. But I think Blue Up has it so the snow masks are on covered areas.
Scott, it's just Random and I that stream this map.
Yeah, John, buildings don't actually do anything. It's the snow mask that protects the bales. So if they're within that painted area that the mapper did, then you're fine. And I think Blue Web did it so that the snow masks are in the buildings, so it should work just fine for us. Freaking bales. Pain in the ass.
Where's your brother stationed? Yeah, Scott, Random and I both are streaming right now on this map. Together. He's on this server.
Yes, sir. That's freaking lootly. Hashtag teamwork. Best friends. Best friends forever for life. BFFFLs. That did not go on, right? Good enough. Good enough.
Only a few more passes left.
One of these days I need to redo the spec maps of this thing.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier.
It's just a very dusty tractor. I mean,
Well,
we
no,
are doing hay.
What's really actually sad is the fact that the dirt map looks like this, even though it had the hole at 15 to get fixed.
Just don't worry about it. That was just a random thing.
Indeed it was.
That was when I didn't know how to make custom spec maps.
And
Well,
so we
I
did the
did.
copy-paste spec maps and they look like this.
I did know how to make spec maps, but it was the really hard way.
Yeah, Scott, that was a Magnum. 7120.
Was a dusty case.
It is.
Dusty.
It's a dusty case.
I'm not sure it's so much dusty or somebody found some like brown colored Bondo because they ran it into something.
I hope
Worry
not.
about it. Dang, I just want that Bale to get all the way on. There we go. Probably ripped off some net wrap there in the process.
Yep, old style.
Boxcar Mac, first generation.
Best generation.
I don't know. I like my 89 series.
That's what a lot of people who had
Well,
the 89s like the 89s.
I mean, the same style, though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I still consider them first gen. Alright, well, I am done with my Bales right now.
You come pick up mine, since you're hauling them anyway.
Again, taking a break from Bales.
This is the part where we go rent one with the little 4 stacks and just go through the field. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, that would speed things up. Those are in the game now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope they made it work better. It was a pain when the first
yeah,
came out.
that's for sure.
That's why I like using that Quadro stack that Black Sheep did. Except I modified it so it'll only pick up 3 bales. So Courseplay would just group them for my fork so I could just go.
Alright, well, for those of you watching my stream, thanks for joining in. Hopefully we will see you in the next one. You all have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, Scott, you could legitimately say that this is one of the tractors that if it wasn't for it, farming today would not be quite the same as it is now.
Kenyon, how you doing? So do we have a bale spear that can pick up a 4 stack?
Yeah. Oh, 4? You'd have to turn the auto pickup on the CXZ set, but those will pick them up fine, I think. Or you could just stack them as 3s, but I probably wouldn't do that.
Hey Nathan, how you doing?
Catch you guys later.
Alright. We could just use the auto load trader.
Yeah, but it's kind of bleh. Unless somebody threw the new version of the Wilson, which has auto load on.
No, not yet, I don't think.
But they just released the V2 2 days ago, I believe.
Oh, did
and
they?
it's now auto load compatible.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's proper, but it's on there.
Yeah, I'll download it and put the update on here.
All right.
We're doing pretty good, Nathan. Thanks for asking.
Random bit of lag.
A little bit.
I wonder if the T5 could run that little 4-stack.
It probably could. That's what I was thinking.
Because that thing is no way horsepower. It's all about hydraulics. I mean, there is the point where you need the horsepower to run the hydraulics, but it's a little. Heck, that big Arcusian in its native market, they only pull up behind like a 140 Puma.
Alden, we think we got the doors working. Blue Whip made some updates and changes and gave us the updated map, and so far they are working. But we'll be testing that out every time. It's basically when you restart the server, it either works or it doesn't. So that'll be the question. Do you want me to get a 4-stack to try, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah, let's give it a try. And just, like, put them at the end of the field or something.
Well, shit, we could even just leave them in the field and then get the...
Yeah,
get
true.
Put loaders on the tractors and...
Yeah, we could.
699. 90 horsepower.
That's all it needs. Oh. Never mind. I didn't realize that you were talking to somebody on that. Hey Dusty, do you have dev mode enabled on your end?
Yep.
You gotta open it up real quick and read the log.
Holy cow.
And then scroll up and see what created it. It's kind of funny. Now remember, it only has 2 texture errors and that's all that's wrong.
Oh, that's just a misindex, right?
I think so.
Ah, we can find the fix.
Yeah, we can just laugh at random about and harass it for the next 3 months.
Oh, there's a 3 bale or an 8 bale. 16 bale.
The 8 bales is a round baler, and the 16 is the FSX, which is just the huge, monstrous thing.
Right. So it must be 3 bales instead of 4 bales like we thought.
3's fine.
Because then the stacker could pick it up to put it on the trailer, so then we could just stack them in the field.
Yeah. No big deal. And you must have bought it.
Yep, just now.
Yep.
Did you lag a little?
Yeah. So where are we putting this Magnum and this baler when we're done with them?
I don't know. The baler, I guess, would go back to farm 1, I think it is.
Where on earth is farm 1? Is that the one where all your stuff's at?
No, farm 1 is like right outside of town, like by field 17. The Magnum,
Oh.
I mean, we could leave the Magnum there too. I was thinking about using the Magnum on my farm for just random stuff, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay, whatever happens, I just would like to see it washed.
Yes.
It's kind of a disaster right now. Yeah, Chris, the main reason we don't use the extreme baling pack right now, I believe, is just due to compatibility with everything else. This baler's so little. Kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm really thinking about using the New Holland or going and finding a used New Holland like that. Make a little bigger bale, and then you don't have so many bales you have to move.
My biggest problem with this baler is just the fact that in reality it's a 3x3 and he made it a 3x4 just so it's compatible with the game.
Right.
So it could be used on Xbox.
We could edit it and make it a 3x3 and then use, because the New Holland should be a 3x4, right?
Yeah, the new home's a 3x4. And then Black Sheep put out his 2 Agco baler packs, which are 3x4s with the names of the 4x4s. Even though the rest of the model is totally 3x4, which is kind of funny. That thing's pretty fast for an open station.
It is.
It's kind of funny how surprisingly graphically intensive FS is now versus like 11 and 13.
Yes.
Like it does, if you just went from one game to the next and didn't really think about it, you're like, oh yeah, they updated the graphics, you wouldn't think it would take that much horsepower, but because of all the new shaders and all that stuff, my card, which ran 13, maxed out 60 FPS most of the time, and if it was on a high detail map, I'd still average 45-ish. Struggles with high detail max settings in FS 17. And I really need to stop taking the wrong turn. So what are we going to end up doing with 18, or who owns 18?
I don't know.
I see.
So can this T5 with a loader load a trailer with bales, or does it not reach high enough?
I don't see why it couldn't.
I was curious if it could reach high enough.
It might not do it safely, but I'm sure I can do it. I've seen somebody unload one of our semis with 4x4s with a John Deere small frame 5 series.
Okay.
He had to do it one at a time because they were heavy ones. And he didn't want to kill himself trying to go back into somebody's back lot. But, yeah.
I mean, I don't care what we use. Since we have the tractor, I was thinking just use that instead of payloaders or something.
Yeah. Heck, I'll look into the lift capacity of that stole in a minute and see if it can do it. In reality, just so we don't play somebody's defying physics.
Right. Hello, Kai. Did you dump the baler?
Yeah. In reality, I wouldn't have, but because this is FS and I'm not sure what's going to happen next, I did just to be safe.
Because it still says 90%.
Well, yeah, because there's still the Bale that's not finished.
Oh, it won't ever finish. It won't just dump what's there then, will it?
Well, if you get the baler to 0, shut it down, etc., you can have a completely empty one again. It's just that, like, say you have 2, but one's 75%, or in this case 90, it does you no good.
Yes. How much longer are you wanting to stay on?
Does not matter to me.
I was thinking about taking a break. Cat needs to be fed. I need to make some food and then maybe get on again later. Or do something else. I don't know.
For me, I might stick around here a little bit and do a little bit of work, but
that's fine.
Whatever works for you.
I was gonna sell this rake and then I can leave the tractor here until we decide if we want the loader or not. And I mean, for my operation, I may see if there's a PJ out there that that has ramps plus like lock script or something, and I can haul bales with it or something like that. I'm pretty sure there's one out there. I just don't know if it works or not.
Yeah.
There's a massive weight here for some. I didn't know that was like.
Did somebody
extra.
reset the 699?
No, I think I sold my first one by accident.
Oh, because I had bought one for that tractor a while ago.
Oh, that, okay. I didn't know you could, that was separate.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Oh, that's where he went. I figured.
Not really what he just said.
Oh, doors work.
They're working right now.
Oh, he replaced this shed too. Okay. We're gonna tempt fate and see if this will, if the doors will work.
What are you doing? Shutting down the server for a minute?
No, I'm shutting all my doors.
Oh. Ooh. That ain't as big as FS makes it out to be.
Oh, look at all the bales random hauled.
We're good for 2.5 ton on FZ30.
And what does a bale usually weigh?
Well, a good 3x4 can be around 1,500.
So 3 bales is too heavy then, right?
No, 3 bales we can do, just don't get crazy. We'll just play the woefully unequipped game for a while, but we can do it.
Right. Well, it's up to you, whatever we want to do. If you want to just stack there or whatever, or you can do anything else you want, I don't care. I think I'm going to take a break, guys. We may be back or we may not, but I appreciate everybody tuning in. And we will see you next time, I guess. I'll try to be better about it. This was kind of spur in the moment stream, so next time I'll try to be better and alert everybody about it, stuff like that. So anyway, thanks again, guys, and have a good evening. We'll see you next time.